Hello, everyone. This is Mr. Kissinger with at the Citizenship Academy in Syracuse, New York. This is 5th grade math, Module 5, Lesson 15. We're going to be solving real-world problems involving area of figures with fractional side lengths using visual models and/or equations. So we're going to be kind of taking some of these area problems and applying them to some real-world scenarios. So if we look at our first page here, it says, number one, the length of a flower bed is 4 times as long as its width. If its width is 3/8 of a meter, what is the area? So I'm going to start by drawing the flower bed. It's going to be a rectangle. And I know the width is 3/8 of a meter. And its width is 4 times as long. So this is going to be 4 times 3/8 of a meter. And if I want to find the area, I'm going to multiply both sides together. So I'm going to have 4 times 3/8 times another 3/8. And that's going to give me my area. So because of the commutative property of multiplication, I can multiply those in any order that I want. But I'm going to do what's in parentheses there first. So 4 times 3/8 is really the same as 4 over 1 times 3/8. So I'm going to multiply this 4 times my numerator. And that's going to give me, all right, times 3/8 here. But this is going to be 12/8. 4 times 3/8 times 4 will give me 12/8. Oh, this is 3/8. Now I'm going to multiply that by 3/8. Now I'm just going to multiply straight across. I'll get 12 times 3 will give me 36. And 8 times 8 is 64. So I'll get 36/64 of a meter, which would be my area. Now I can divide both of those by, let's see, I can divide both of them by 4, it looks like, to simplify this. We could leave it as 36/64 of a meter, but if we wanted to simplify it, 36 divided by 4 would give me 9, and 64 divided by 4 would give me, is that 16? Yep, 16. I'll end up with 9/16. And that'll be in square meters. So 9/16 square meters will be my area for that flower bed. Number 2 says Mrs. Johnson grows herbs in square plots. So like plots of land. Her basil plot measures 5/8 yard, 5/8 of a yard on each side. Find the total area of the basil plot. So this will be 5/8 of a yard. And this side is 5/8 of a yard. So I'm just going to multiply those two together to find the area. So I'll have 5/8 times 5/8. It's going to give me 25/64. And that'll be in square yards. So there's my area. But this is going to be a multi-step problem here. It says Mrs. Johnson puts a fence around the basal, so that's this big square around the little square. The fence is 2 feet from the edge of the garden on each side. What is the perimeter of the fence in feet? So from here to here is 2 feet. And from here to here is 2 feet. And I have to convert feet into yards here. So I have in between there 5/8 of a yard. Actually, let's change yards into feet, because we have, what is the perimeter of the fence in feet? So we need to find 5/8 of a yard in feet. So if 1 yard is 3 feet, we need to figure out what 5/8 of 3 is to figure out how many feet there is on the side of this basal plot here. So we'll do 3 times, well, we'll do 3 over 1. That'll make things easier. Times 5/8. It's going to give us 15/8 feet. And so I have to add 4 more feet to that. Well, 15/8 is really 1 7/8 plus 2 plus 2. So plus another 4 feet will give me for this whole side here 5 7/8 feet. But I want to find the perimeter. So I want to go all the way around here. So, and this is really going to go down here. But 5 7/8, we'll have to add that 4 times, or I can multiply it by 4. But I'll add it. I'll do repeated addition here 4 times. 5 7/8 plus 5 7/8 plus 5 7/8 plus 5 7/8. I'm going to take my whole numbers first. I have 4 5s there, which is going to give me 20. And then I have 7/8 plus 7/8 plus 7/8 plus 7/8. Well, 7 times 4 is 28. It's going to give me 28/8. And 28/8. Well, 8 goes into 28 3 times. It should be 24/8. So I'll have 20 plus 24/8, which is really 3, plus another 4/8. 4/8 is really 1/2. And I have 20 here. So I have 20 plus 3 plus 1/2 is going to give me 23.5 feet with my perimeter. So the perimeter is 23.5 feet. All right, so the next part says, for letter C here, it says, what is the total area in square feet that the fence encloses? So I know that each side of the fence is 5 7/8 feet. So to find the area, I would have to do 5 7/8 feet times 5 7/8 feet. Because since it's a square, I know that both sides will be the same. So I'm going to turn 5 7/8 into an improper fraction, which will be 47/8. 5 times 8 is 40, plus 7 more is 47. So 47/8 times 47/8. And I know my bottom part here, my denominator is going to be 64. I'm going to do 47 times 47. You could do an area model if you wanted to. I'm just going to use this standard algorithm. Do 7 times 7 will give me 49. 4 times 7 is 28, plus 4 more is 32. And then I have to add a 0 because I'm multiplying everything by 40 now. 7 times 4 is 28. Erase this up here and put my 2. 4 times 4 is 16, plus 2 more is 18. I'm going to add those two together. And I'll get 2,209/64. And I will have to divide that. $64 goes into 220. Well, 64 times 2 would be 128. If we doubled that, that would be more than 220. So it looks like it'll go in 3 times. 64 times 3. Well, 60 times 3 is 180. 4 times 3 is 18, or 4 times 3 is 12. So we'll have 192. We'll have to 8 here. And 28 left over. I bring down my 9. 289. Well, 128 plus 128, we can figure that out now. That's 256. We won't fit another 64 in there, so that will be 4 times 64 is 256. We subtract. End up with 33/64. And it looks like the total area is 34 33/64 square feet. All right, so that's all the time we have for today. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you next time.